President Rooney, Provost Callahan, Dean Schrader, officers of the university, guests of honor, members of the faculty and administration, candidates for graduation, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 152nd Annual Commencement of Loyola University Chicago College of Arts and Sciences. As we begin, we draw your particular attention to the university's Land Acknowledgement Statement, printed on the inside front cover of your program and also to be displayed on the screen, honoring the heritage of the grounds we walk. Now, will everyone who is able please stand for the posting of the colors by the Loyola University Army ROTC Color Guard and join the silhouettes in singing the National Anthem. We ask that you remain standing until after the invocation is given.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It is now my privilege to present the Reverend Jerome Overbeck of the Society of Jesus, who will give the invocation.
Let us all bow our heads and pray. Gracious God of us all, we gather at this commencement to remember and to give thanks for the many gifts which enable us to be here for this amazing event. Thank you for our family and friends who have supported us in more ways than one. They buoyed our spirits, especially during these pandemic times, and encouraged and challenged us to stay the course, to cross the finish line. Thank you for our faculty and mentors who helped us enlarge both our knowledge base and our circle of concern, to understand perspectives we had never considered, and to integrate them thoughtfully. Thanks too for our classmates who helped us to learn and enabled us to smile and break the tension when we were taking things way too seriously. And bless this next leg of our journey as we begin to share with others the gifts we have received and worked with, as we deepen our trust that you are still with us, accompanying us as we build a more just world, as we further our education beyond the walls of academia, and help us continue to learn how to ask for what we need. May the choices we make shape the lives we live, and may these choices benefit not only our individual lives, but also serve the common good. Then your ways of thinking and acting in this world will prevail. All of this we pray, O God, for your greater honor and glory. Amen.
Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Joanne Rooney, President of Loyola University Chicago, who will offer a few words of welcome.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the students, faculty, staff, and trustees of Loyola University Chicago, and our worldwide network of alumni, family, and friends, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the College of Arts and Sciences, part of the 2022 annual commencement for Loyola University Chicago. This year, we celebrate more than 5,000 graduates across 11 ceremonies in one joy-filled week. Being able to celebrate together this year adds an extra level of excitement to an already momentous occasion. Following many months of constant adjustment, isolating solitude, remote learning, and virtual ceremonies, we have learned not to take some of the most basic things for granted, such as joining together as community or exchanging face-to-face greetings or sharing that special hug. I extend heartfelt congratulations to all of our graduates and the warmest of wishes to all of the families, friends, and loved ones here with us today. Despite the uncertainties and constant challenges you encountered during this global pandemic, you have adapted and you have persevered. With resolve and resilience, you continue to connect, to learn, and to care for each other. You navigated constant changes while supporting one another, and you worked hard as you completed your degrees. This is the real definition of being Jesuit educated. Of course, there were countless difficult moments and even some periods filled with doubt. Yet we have all been inspired by your resilience, creativity, and determination as you navigated so much change and uncertainty. Through it all, we have a renewed appreciation that we are all in this together, and none of us can accomplish great things alone. Let us take this moment to appreciate each other, students, families, faculty, and staff, for the many ways you lifted one another up, persevered, and leaned into a greater goal and the greater good. Let's have a round of applause in appreciation for each other. At this Jesuit Catholic university, we understand that there is no learning without love, no success without kindness, no scholarship without accompaniment. There is no justice without mercy, no reason without faith, and no healing without hope. Our coming together today is a collective act of hope and of love. We come from many backgrounds and celebrate as one achievements across many fields. We connect not only to mark this milestone, but also to affirm as a community our commitment to the values of Jesuit education, civil discourse, deeper understanding, greater justice achieved through education, research, and service to others, and seeking and seeing God in all things. To this class of 2022, as you transition from student to graduate, it is important to recognize that it is your calling, your responsibility to apply these values across a world that is in need of hope, commitment to action, and leaders like you. But for right now, at this moment, let us focus on the present. It is time to celebrate and commence.
It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Peter Schrader, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
President Rooney, Provost Callahan, our graduation speaker, Hugh Evans, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, family and friends of our graduates, and most importantly of all, members of the graduating class of 2022. It is an honor and a privilege to welcome you to Loyola University Chicago's 152nd annual commencement ceremony. Now, as you know, the College of Arts and Sciences is the oldest, the largest, and the most academically diverse of Loyola's 15 schools, colleges, and institutes. Since its founding in 1870, the college is home to 19 academic departments and 31 interdisciplinary programs and centers that span an array of intellectual pursuits, ranging from the natural sciences and the computational sciences to the humanities, the social sciences, and the fine and performing arts. Home to the departments that anchor the university's core curriculum, the College of Arts and Sciences seeks to prepare all of Loyola's students to think critically, to engage the world of the 21st century at ever-deepening levels, and to become caring and compassionate individuals. Now, each of you can be extremely proud of what you have accomplished as a student during your academic career in the College of Arts and Sciences. You were introduced to new ways of thinking that are different than those you grew up with. You discovered new and exciting ideas through your classes. You achieved mastery over a chosen academic area of study. You participated in extracurricular activities, developed your professional abilities, and made lifelong friendships. These accomplishments serve as the heart and soul of our Jesuit-inspired education and what it means to be a graduate of the College of Arts and Sciences. You also have the distinction of being students during the COVID-19 pandemic, and your resilience and creativity were truly impressive. You not only met, but you surmounted the academic challenges associated with the pandemic, including navigating online classes, undertaking research and writing papers in an online environment, and creating virtual communities in unique and fascinating ways. You are truly part of an exceptional generation of college students, and for that, I want you to give yourselves a warm round of applause. Now, as students, you have achieved amazing things during your time at Loyola, but I know that you would be the first to acknowledge that you did not do this alone. For example, you were accompanied on your academic journeys by our extraordinary faculty and staff. So can I please ask all of our faculty on stage, as well as all of our staff in the audience, can you all please stand up? This is the first time we've been together in 3 years, so can I ask you to give them one more round of applause? So now can I please ask all parents, family members, and friends, if you are able, to please stand up. So can we get all of our guests to stand up? Now please stay standing just for a moment, because graduates, these are the people who truly made everything possible for you. When you were in need, and that typically meant financial need, they were there for you. When times were tough and you needed a shoulder to lean on, they were there for you. And when things were going great and there was something to celebrate, as we are doing today, they have been there for you as well. So can we please give all of them a warm round of applause? All right, you can all sit down now. So let me just end by saying congratulations again to the graduating class of 2022. It has been an honor and a privilege serving as your dean. Thank you.
With pleasure, I now present Clay Connor Elmore, candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Magna Cum Laude in English and Political Science, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the student community of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Ite inflammate omnia. Go forth, set the world on fire. So I think, okay, we've all heard this phrase somewhere before, or at least I would hope that by graduation, St. Ignatius' renowned admonition would have burned itself well into the regions of our minds. These words have been repeated as the seminal element to our send-off as graduates, honestly, from the jump. And we are gathered here today as administrators, faculty, staff, beloved family members, honored guests, and of course, my fellow graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences. Yeah. Our commemoration of these past 4 years at Loyola University of Chicago are meant to spark into a singular and timeless and profound call to action. And yet I can't help but stand here and think, why does it sound so cliche? I don't know if this dictum has just become exhausted or overrated, but the meaning does not stick anymore. Because for the class of 2022, the world is already on fire. And I'm not even trying to over-exaggerate or catastrophize, honestly. If you had been here just 3 days ago, any graduate from the School of Environmental Sustainability could have easily told you that our global climate crisis relates to the warming of our planet. And back in 2020, California saw a record-setting year of wildfires, which incidentally also deals with climate change. But speaking metaphorically, the personal worlds of our graduates have been on fire. The continuous murder of Black lives at the hand of law enforcement, challenges to a woman's self-autonomy and personal safety at the national level and even on our own campus. Asian Americans facing public violence due to ignorance, and 2 presidential administrations that have left people, regardless of political leanings, frustrated, confused, and disillusioned by the very systems aimed at supporting them. And of course, the start of a global pandemic during our sophomore year, an unprecedented event that has left our hearts burning over the loss of so many lives, and inability to readily connect with loved ones and perhaps burn bridges of once cherished relationships. Go forth and set the world on fire. It just evokes a completely different emotional response. It is high time we embrace another bedrock of our Jesuit education and reflect on how these realities have changed the nature of our graduation ceremony today. Instead of setting the world on fire, perhaps we consider an alternative exhortation, and please allow me to explain. As the African American spiritual concludes, God gave Noah the rainbow sign, no more water, the fire next time. In their collection of essays, The Fire Next Time, James Baldwin, who is a personal patron saint of literature, he alludes to this spirituals couplet. In his latter essay, Baldwin extends a message that really resonates with us as graduates. He powerfully states, if we, who must, like lovers, insist on or create the consciousness of the other, if we do not falter in our duty now, we may be able, handful that we are, to end racial nightmare and achieve our country and change the history of the world. So here, though a bit verbose, Baldwin extends that racial justice manifests from an active and insistent practice of gaining each other's perspectives. Through this loving act, solidarity paves the way for transformative possibilities. Baldwin's call to action is one that every single graduate in this arena can take up, because it is the loving act of gaining each other's perspectives that will ignite the truly transformative possibilities in front of us. We are called to enter the network of Loyola graduates dedicating their lives to achieving our country and changing the history of the world. And it's important as we go out there and join this community that we remember, when we first came to this campus, we made a promise to care for ourselves, to care for each other, and a care for community. In preparation for the fire next time, this promise must extend beyond Loyola's green doors, and it must extend beyond Chicago, and as Baldwin testifies, it must be done with love. A love for self, and the knowledge that our education has prepared us to live extraordinary lives of intentional transformation. A love for others, and a commitment to understanding their consciousness, and of course, a love for community. Unified under aspirations to dismantle the systems and institutions keeping them subjugated. These actions go beyond setting the world on fire because they reflect much more than a Jesuit education. These actions reflect what it means to graduate from Loyola University Chicago. And to my graduating class, congratulations, truly. Thank you for hearing me speak, and I look forward to all the good trouble that we have to create next. So with that, let's get to work.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Catherine Putanti, Professor of Bioinformatics and Associate Dean for Interdisciplinary Initiatives and Academic Innovation, who will introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Hugh Evans.
Hello. Hugh Evans is an internationally renowned humanitarian, one of the most recognized leaders in international development, and the CEO and co-founder of Global Citizen, the world's largest movement of citizens taking action to end extreme poverty now. Over the course of a decade, Global Citizen has grown to be a movement of tens of millions of people around the world working to defend the planet, defeat poverty, and tackle inequity. Hugh's passion for poverty eradication was sparked at the early age of 14 when he spent the night in a slum in the Philippines, built on top of a garbage dump. This later led him to co-found the Oak Tree Foundation, Australia's first youth-run aid organization. The foundation focuses on creating education opportunities to countries in need across Asia-Pacific and African regions, and is still run today by people aged 16 to 26. In 2006, Evans coordinated the Make Poverty History campaign in Australia, culminating with a concert on the eve of the G20 meeting. With support from Bono and Pearl Jam, the Australian government agreed to double its investment in international development. Immediately following, with a grant from the United Nations, Global Citizen was born with the mission of building an unstoppable movement toward eradicating extreme poverty. The Global Citizen model rewards people for taking action. Through acts of service, citizens earn their way in experiences, like the Global Citizen Festival. This festival takes place on the Great Lawn in Central Park, where it annually coincides with the UN General Assembly. Since 2012, the festival has gone on to take place in London, Paris, Lagos, Los Angeles, Mumbai, Hamburg, Toronto, Berlin, and Johannesburg. In 2021, Global Citizen hosted Global Citizen Live, a 24-hour global broadcast filmed across 6 continents. This once-in-a-generation campaign secured over 60 million COVID-19 vaccines, 157 million trees planted, and over $1.1 billion committed to climate, famine, and COVID response efforts. Over the last 10 years, Global Citizens have taken over 30.4 million actions, resulting in over $41.4 billion being distributed to NGO partners around the world, thus impacting 1.15 billion lives. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Global Citizen produced One World, Together at Home, alongside Lady Gaga and the World Health Organization. This global broadcast special raised $127 million to purchase and provide PPE to our frontline healthcare workers. More recently, Global Citizen coordinated Stand Up for Ukraine, a global social media rally with support from Billie Eilish, Oprah, Pharrell, Bruce Springsteen, Celine Dion, the Jonas Brothers, Elton John, Metallica, Hugh Jackman, Jennifer Lopez, U2, and many more. This event culminated with the pledging summit hosted by European Commissioner President von der Leyen and Prime Minister Trudeau, raising $10.1 billion for refugees and internally displaced people of Ukraine. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Hugh Evans.
President Rooney, Provost Callahan, Dean Schrader, faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, the incredible graduating class of 2022. Thank you for inviting me to share this very special day with you, and it would be remiss of me not to also acknowledge Sister Jean, who at 102 years young, you are a living legend. Thank you. To the graduating class whose beaming faces are arrayed before us, I offer my heartfelt congratulations, not only for reaching this milestone, but for having done so during what was surely the toughest time to be a college student in recent history. I was going to say the toughest time to be a college student ever, but then I remembered there are those among us who went to college and managed to graduate before the internet. The disruptions, uncertainty, and fear brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic will no doubt feature prominently in your college memories. Over time, however, I hope and believe you will come to see that the unique set of challenges you faced and overcome during your time here helped you build resilience and hone your ability to adapt, and that those things, alongside your education itself, will stand you in good stead for the future. In fact, if I was going to compose a list of the most important attributes for leaders of the future, leaders like you, alongside vision, I would say that resilience and adaptability would come in at 1, 2, and 3. But you have yet another advantage as you prepare to take on the world. As Loyola alumni, you are the beneficiaries of a tradition that reaches back centuries, but one that is as relevant today as it has ever been. The Jesuits pioneered a model of Catholic learning built on what was a radical insight at the time. Not only does no conflict exist between religious faith and scientific inquiry, they are in fact mutually enriching and essential pursuits. By rejecting the false binary, faith or science dogma, in favor of faith and science, Jesuits have greatly deepened the well of human knowledge and expanded our sense of what the world makes possible. I take inspiration from this, as should you, alongside with pride for continuing this extraordinary tradition. We should all seek to emulate the courage of the early Jesuits and reject the false binary propositions of our era, and for the same reason that the Jesuits did, because they undermine our ability to solve the world's greatest challenges. The most pernicious of these false binaries is zero-sum thinking. It is the false belief that a person's success can be measured in the failure of others, or that expanding the rights of one group somehow threatens those of others, or that fighting poverty abroad somehow diminishes prosperity at home. It is not only that this zero-sum worldview is morally questionable, it's that this zero-sum worldview is just plain wrong, close to the exact opposite of the truth. I first realized this as a freshman in my freshman year of high school when a lady from an aid organization came and spoke about our school and asked us if we could raise money to support communities in the developing world. And I put up my hand, and we managed to raise more money than any other school in Australia. So I was given the opportunity to go to the Philippines to see their work firsthand. It was 1998, and we were taken to a slum in the outskirts of Manila. It was there I became friends with Sonny Boy, who lived on what was literally a pile of steaming garbage. Smoky Mountain was what they called it, but please don't let the romance of that name fool you, because it was nothing more than a rancid landfill that kids like Sonny Boy spent hours rummaging through every single day, trying to find something, anything of value. That night with Sonny Boy and his family changed my life forever, because when it came time to go to sleep, we simply lay down on a concrete slab the size of half of my bedroom with myself, Sonny Boy and the rest of his family, 7 of us in this long line, with the smell of rubbish and cockroaches crawling all around us. I didn't sleep a wink, but I lay awake thinking to myself, why should anyone have to live like this when I have so much? Why should Sonny Boy's ability to live out his dreams be determined by where he was born, or what Warren Buffett called the ovarian lottery? This experience showed me how vast the challenge of ending extreme poverty truly was, and that there was no room for this zero-sum worldview. How can you argue you deserve or are entitled to more than someone else on the other side of the planet when so much of our innate opportunity is dictated by that lottery of our birth? And this gets to the heart of what it means to be a global citizen. See, it's not defined by race, language, religion, political ideology, or economic status. It's an outlook, a way of looking at the world around us, an appreciation of our interconnectedness, a positive sum equation arising from the insight that expanding opportunity broadens the possibilities for everyone. If, for instance, you see that the conflict in Ukraine is intimately linked to rising food prices at home, as well as food security in the Middle East and the parts of Africa, you are a global citizen. If you support the idea that only through international cooperation can we seek to tackle climate change or fight pandemics or end extreme poverty, you're a global citizen. If you believe that withholding vaccines from poor countries puts us all at risk by creating breeding grounds for new variants, or that by denying millions of girls access to an education comes at a huge opportunity cost, by depriving the worlds of their talents, you are a global citizen. 10 years ago, we held the first Global Citizen Festival on the Great Lawn of Central Park in New York City. And since then, this has grown into a movement of millions of people around the world working to eradicate extreme poverty by 2030. And that's why in 2015, I stood alongside then UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to help launch the Sustainable Development Goals on our Global Citizen stage, which made 2030 the year by which we could end extreme poverty and tackle climate change. And that's why we've worked tirelessly every year since to drive resources and policy change behind what remains the world's only viable and credible plan to end extreme poverty within our lifetime. But 7 years later, the truth is that now, post-COVID-19, the number of people living in extreme poverty is increasing. And despite progress in some countries before COVID-19 hit, the world is now wildly off track from that 2030 target. Then, in the last 2 years, the world has been hit by a confluence of crises, and whatever gains were made since 2015 have been wiped out entirely. Hunger is on the rise as food prices are at their highest in a decade. Climate change is wreaking havoc on communities around the world. In Afghanistan right now, 24 million people rely on humanitarian assistance just to survive. And Ethiopia is suffering from the worst climate-induced drought in a decade. And then, to make matters worse, Russia invades Ukraine, triggering the kind of kinetic warfare and mass displacement of citizens that we haven't seen since the Second World War, and which many hoped was a figment of an unlamented past of geopolitical thuggery. It's a pretty bleak picture. But you don't do what we do for as long as we have by succumbing to pessimism. So I am not despondent. In fact, I'm as energized and as optimistic as I've ever been. Why? Because of all the generations that have fought injustice, mine and yours are the first to live in a world where real solutions are at hand, and we have the means to apply them right now, today. How do I know the world has the resources right now to eradicate extreme poverty within our lifetime? Because between them, the wealthiest countries on the planet have spent just in the past 2 years $17 trillion on pandemic relief measures, mostly in the form of stimulus payments and bailouts for hard-hit sectors of their economies. To put this into some perspective, if you spent all of the overseas development assistance, that is the total foreign aid budget of all of the wealthiest nations combined, including the United States, we would have to spend that again and again and again and again for 100 years to match that pandemic relief spend. Now, don't get me wrong. Political leaders were right to act boldly and at scale to stave off what may have otherwise been a catastrophic economic meltdown. My point is this. If international communities fail to deliver on the UN Sustainable Development Goals, it won't be because it was too hard or because they cannot afford it. It'll only be because of a failure of political will. And that's where a movement of global citizens come in. Because at the start of the pandemic, I remember we held our Global Citizen Board meeting to discuss the future of our organization. And if I'm really honest with you today, at that moment, I felt incredibly despondent. I was actually questioning what the future of our movement would be and if we could actually eradicate extreme poverty. But some of our wiser board members said to me, they said, Hugh, pull yourself together and focus on how you can be of greater service to those around you. And without fail, the next day, I got a phone call from the head of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros, and he asked me if we could mobilize artists around the world to raise urgent money for frontline healthcare workers and share the message of social distancing. I knew this could be our chance to be of great service, so the next day I called Chris Martin of Coldplay, and literally in his living room, he kicked off One World Together at Home performing. He threw to John Legend, who threw to Niall Horan of One Direction, who threw to Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. And then a week later, I got a phone call from Lady Gaga, and she put up her hand to lead a global call to action and a television special that would feature the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Elton John, Billie Eilish, all of the world's greatest artists, and we reached 160 countries all over the world, but most importantly, we raised $127.9 million for frontline community healthcare workers in one night. But fortunately, you don't need to be a pop icon or a household name to affect change. For our Global Citizen Mandela 100 campaign in South Africa in 2018, we advocated to expand access and affordability of menstrual products because they were out of reach. They were just too expensive for millions of women and girls. See, 7 years after the South African government had promised to address this problem, it was 2018, and nothing had happened. Again, words without action. So a group of grassroots advocates, they came to me and they said, we know it's barriers like this that keep girls out of school and from reaching their full potential. They said, we already know what needs to be done, just help us make it happen. And so we launched a campaign with them, and over 100,000 citizens rallied in support, and we called on the South African government to respond. We made so many phone calls, the government literally had to unplug all of their phone lines. And then, it's a true story, and then in October, the South African government did respond, and they eliminated the tax on all menstrual hygiene products. It was a good win, but we kept on going. And then backstage at our Mandela 100 concert, with 80,000 global citizens in the stadium calling for change, and just before Beyoncé was about to take the stage, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa, he was backstage with me. Just before Oprah Winfrey invited him on stage, he made some last-minute changes in his iPad. and he added an additional $129 million for menstrual hygiene programs, enough money to fully fund this policy goal. And since then, the South African government has delivered free sanitary pads and napkins to 1 million girls in public schools across South Africa each and every year. Now, we treasure victories like these, and I have no doubt that you will all have a string of successes throughout your incredible journey. But complacency is as useless as despair, because things are going to get hard. But keep going and keep close to those who have inspired you on your journey. Over the past 20 years, I tried to reconnect with Sunny Boy in the Philippines. See, we met long before social media, and I had no way of finding him. But following a TED Talk I gave in 2016, I received a phone call and an email from an NGO in the Philippines who said they thought they knew who Sunny Boy was. And honestly, at first, I didn't believe it. But finally, after all those years, Sunny Boy and I reconnected in Manila. And thanks to support from an NGO, his situation had started to improve. He was able to relocate, and we brought him a rickshaw. We helped his family create a store in front of their house, and his children are now in school. However devastating the circumstances of his life to date, it need not and will not be a tragedy. It will be a story of hard work, of helping others, of family, of community, of building something from nothing and passing it on, a positive sum outcome. Class of 2022, be resilient and adaptive as you face challenges on your journey. It will be worth it. Keep going even when the climb gets steeper. My hope is you will join the climb. There are so many paths to the summit, some well-trodden, some less so, others wait to be discovered by you. Because of the tradition of service that permeates this university, I know I am preaching to the converted when I say this, but it is worth underlining. Whatever other titles you acquire over the course of your career, lawyer, nurse, teacher, doctor, engineer, Instagram influencer, hold on just as tightly to the designation citizen. Be active and engaged, whether it's in your neighborhood, at a country or state level, nationally, or on the global issues I've touched on today. Reject zero-sum lies for positive-sum truths, not just because it makes you nicer, but because it will make you smarter and more effective too. Among all the uncertainty and cynicism and ambiguity, I find inspiration every single day, not just that you and I have within us the power to make the world a better place, but that the world cannot become a better place without us. We need you to be great citizens, hopefully great global citizens, because the stakes could not be higher. And given the steepness of the challenges we face as a planet, some of them existential, all of them urgent, none of us can afford your generation to fall even slightly short of greatness. Congratulations again, class of 2022, on reaching this important milestone. I'm sure you will live lives of great accomplishment, and thank you so much for allowing me to share this time with you today. Thank you.
The candidates for baccalaureate degrees will now be presented. Dr. Peter Schrader, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will make his recommendations to the President, who in turn will confer the degrees. I invite Dean Schrader and President Rooney to the podium.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts Honors, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science Honors. All of the candidates before us have fulfilled all of the requirements for their degrees, and I recommend as Dean these degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side, and congratulations, graduates.
Candidates who have not yet been taken out of their rows will please be seated again. The candidates for all baccalaureate degrees will now come forward by degree group to be recognized by name as directed by marshals. Dr. Joyce Knight, Associate Dean, and Dr. Adam Patrikowski, Assistant Dean, will read the names of the candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until all the degree groups have been recognized so that the name of each graduate may be heard distinctly by his or her family and loved ones. Guests are not permitted to approach the stage to take photographs. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Sarah E. Butler, cum laude. Jack Clark, cum laude. Vanessa Denise Damian. Stephanie A. DeHorn, cum laude. Emily Marie Driehaus, honors, magna cum laude. Reed Leanne Ellerbrake, magna cum laude. Emma Falk, honors, summa cum laude. Alexandra S. Farkas, cum laude. Alina Sarah Jabot, cum laude. Johanna Lei Young Sun Hughes. Sana Jong, magna cum laude. Evan Lee Ketchmarek, honors, magna cum laude. Zaid Mohammed Khan. Christine E. Mackey, magna cum laude. William A. Meadows. Alyssa Michelle Mendoza. Emma Elizabeth Menabroker, magna cum laude. Michaela Meza, magna cum laude. Louise Daly Morton. Marin Catherine O'Day, honors cum laude. Aaron Thomas Steele. Caitlin Frances Vandevelde, honors, magna cum laude. The Department of Anthropology. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Arts Classics in Classical Civilization, Greek, and Latin. James Gregory Carnazes, magna cum laude. Liam Joseph Melville, honors, magna cum laude. Edward Arthur Shields, the Department of Classical Civilization. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Communication Networks and Security, Cybersecurity, Information Technology, and Software Engineering. Maricela Aldana, cum laude. Samuel Demond Alexander II. Saki Hassan Ahmed. Alvin Alick. Nina Dominica Sakiri Pavlina. Adeline Ann Azunge, magna cum laude. Anna Catherine Bacchus, summa cum laude. Alexis J. Carranza, magna cum laude. Oscar Carrion. Brianna Cho, summa cum laude. Casey Whitaker Collins, magna cum laude. Orlando A. Carona. Matthew Ryan Coulter, magna cum laude. Pablo Zutrin. Patricia Agnieszka Dobrowska. Alma Duderija. Musharraf S. Elahi, magna cum laude. Alexis Aaliyah Flores. Christopher Anthony Flores. Michael Galvin. John Matthew Flores Go. Sarah Greenberg, magna cum laude. Kevin Guillaume, summa cum laude. Marcel G&G, cum laude. Gabe Richard Hugg, cum laude. Anisha Jai Kapoor. Christopher Charles Krabenschmidt. Tara Min La, magna cum laude. Mohammed Youssef Laria, summa cum laude. Joshua Emmanuel Lopez. Arvind Manikavaksagam. Matthew Riley McNeve, magna cum laude. Vasil Mitrev. Nikem Emanuela Mogbo, honors, magna cum laude. Zina Musa Maki. Andrew J. Nyahangan. Zachary T. Newhart, honors. Dustin Nguyen, magna cum laude. Nathan Charles Olson. Jacob S. Palmer, magna cum laude. Mohammed Munaf Patel, summa cum laude. Anthony Joseph Peters, magna cum laude. Austin Louis Pendersky, summa cum laude. Peter Rusev Radev. Victor Andrianarivo Rakatandranaro, magna cum laude. Praneet P. Rao. Ikra Raymond. Daisy M. Reyes, cum laude. Alexander Clark Rose, cum laude. Duncan Russell Rout, cum laude. Luis Javier Santos. Natalie Simption. William W. Stevens. Ethan Lee Stoneman, cum laude. Nicholas Michael Sinovic. Sohini Thota, magna cum laude. Sahiri Velavala. Robert T. Xi, magna cum laude. the Department of Computer Science. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice and Criminology, Amelia Quinn Aguilera, magna cum laude. L'Oreal Amaris Aguirre, Chiara Nicole Aiello, Fahad S. Alhaj, Zaida Yesenia Alvarado, Alexis Marie Martinez, magna cum laude. Marilee Amador, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Angulo. Nayali Ariti. Humberto Ubaldo Baca. Brian E. Barrientos. Julian Eve Bulow, magna cum laude. Jason Samuel Bonder. Sarah Marie Bouchard, summa cum laude. Victoria Elizabeth Braxton, magna cum laude. Stephan Sham Chatterjee. Zenaida Caridad Chavez. Ashley A. Collins. Jonathan Cruz, cum laude. Carolina Darno. Elizabeta Eva Deuterami. Alejandra Fernandez. Silo Cristina Flores. Blake Cruz Garcia, summa cum laude. Magdalene Gathumbi, magna cum laude. Lane Michael Getka. Christine Graff, summa cum laude. Max James Hanslick. Mary Catherine High, summa cum laude. Hannah Louise Howard, magna cum laude. Tyler Elijah Lewis Huegues. Johnny Koo, cum laude. Ashley Veronica Clokey, cum laude. Tatum Cochin, magna cum laude. Edith Victoria Kowalczyk, magna cum laude. Lily Marie Creter, honors cum laude. Paulina Kucharska. Mina M. Mari, cum laude. Shannon Michelle McSweeney, cum laude. Caitlin Mary Mimp. Danielle Grace Minute. Hamdi Mohammed, cum laude. Min C. Nguyen. Mary Grace Nolan, cum laude. Alien Nunez, cum laude. Tristan Marek Pash. Cameron Posey, magna cum laude. Alejandra Quintana. Crystal Noel Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Presley Nancy Rudin. Dalen Marie Reitz, magna cum laude. Andrew Carl Sane, honors, magna cum laude. Elias Sajadi. Victoria Belen Santiago. Olivia Rose Savard, cum laude. Jeremy Silva. Kimberly I. Slusarczyk, magna cum laude. Sophia Sobeski, summa cum laude. Sally Stats. Felicia Ramos. Arthur Rizard Stasiowski, cum laude. Kathleen Quinn Sullivan, summa cum laude. Bella Maria Tambornino, magna cum laude. Claire Weingarten. Allison Wiederen, magna cum laude. Nicole Zamudio. Oksana Justine Zarovsky. The Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Sarah Noor Ahmed, honors cum laude. Justine Selena Azarcon. Camille Lynn Braswell, honors cum laude. Maximilian Andrew Birdie, cum laude. Alexandra Beatrice Caldwell, magna cum laude. Samantha J. Cerveni, magna cum laude. Samantha Siborski, magna cum laude. Rain Alexis DeLuz, magna cum laude. Bryce Durrell, cum laude. The Department of Economics. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in English. Jonathan Yakubian, summa cum laude. Anna Catherine LeBay. Isaiah Rudolph Amadeus LeBay. Frances Marie Dolan, magna cum laude. Alexandra Gabrielle Estes. Emma Elise Gottschalk. Pablo Andres Guzman Rivera, summa cum laude. Nabiha Zishan Khan. Jacob Edward Nelson, magna cum laude. Mofetoloa E. Ogunsola, cum laude. Patrick Mujica Peebles, cum laude. Timothy Prendergast Rooney, summa cum laude. James Kyle Stropke, magna cum laude. The Department of Economics. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in English. Ana Maria Alvarez. Maria Andrikopoulos, cum laude. Lucy Marie Calzada, honors cum laude. Evelyn Chavez. Samantha A. Chipman, honors summa cum laude. Kia Ashley Clark. Kyle David Dale Kaufman. Reginald Leon Davenport. Michaela D. Juanco, magna cum laude. Clay Connor Elmore, magna cum laude. Orion Graham Elrod, magna cum laude. Gregory Antonio Frija, summa cum laude. Sandra Gonzalez. Paulina Margaret Goodell. Catherine Amelia Haggerty, honors, magna cum laude. Mallory Catherine Hicks, summa cum laude. Nolan R. Huang, cum laude. Grace Agnes Ingram, cum laude. Nathan Kim, cum laude. Drew W. Mallory, cum laude. Amanda N. Maurer, honors, summa cum laude. Morgan Tracy McHose, summa cum laude. Aziana Grace Rivera, Holanda. Julia Erin Paella, magna cum laude. Taylor Grace Palacios. Valeria Denise Plasencia Perez, magna cum laude. Rebecca D. Rakan, honors. Adelie Bell Radis, magna cum laude. Jack James Redding, magna cum laude. Carmen Romero Lopez. Brian P. Ross. Skylar Marilyn Sanders, cum laude. Glenn Michael Short. Daniela Schulman, honors. Anna M. Sierra, summa cum laude. Allison Ann Vasilikas, magna cum laude. Kendall Elizabeth Wack, summa cum laude. The Department of English. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Fine and Performing Arts, Dance, Fine Art, Music, and Theater. Sophia Ann Augusta, cum laude. Julianne N. Alonso. Naomi M. Alvarado. Olivia Rose Ash, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Barthel, cum laude. Raina M. Bartling, cum laude. Audrey Rose Matilda Bebby, cum laude. Caitlin L. Bergeron, cum laude. Samantha Bernstein, cum laude. Calliope M. Bessler, magna cum laude. Margaret G. Bittinger, cum laude. Annika Mariella Bohanek, summa cum laude. Sophia Bongozone, summa cum laude. Adrian Cabral. Luca S. Calabro, magna cum laude. Julia Denise Carnavale, cum laude. Emily M. Caroccio, honors summa cum laude. William J. Cheeseman, cum laude. Drew Edward Clemens, magna cum laude. Oliver E. Connolly. Patrick J. Convery, honors cum laude. Sarah Molina Cummins, cum laude. Alyssa Ann Denyes, cum laude. Erler Dervishi, honors. Georgia Huang Dib. Abigail Lynn Drews, cum laude. Tara Dugal, magna cum laude. Sophia Camelia Duke. William Henry Fellerhoff, magna cum laude. Sophia Marie Frayne. I. Connor Gartner, cum laude. Mariana del Carmen Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Alicia Rose Grandkorvitz. Lily Kate Gunther Canada, honors summa cum laude. Olivia Lane Hawk. Julia Dolores Hartner, magna cum laude. Grantlin O. Hawkins, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Hinnerman, magna cum laude. Faith Catherine Hood, summa cum laude. Madeline Guanghe Horesh, magna cum laude. Grace Jan, summa cum laude. Tia Serena Johnson. Callista Marie C. Jose. Emma G. Kester. Abby Kalani. Eli Kosinski, magna cum laude. Anna Krzyzewska, magna cum laude. Teresa Marie Lee, honors summa cum laude. Rose Catherine Leigh Hayek, cum laude. Christopher Edward Lucchesi, magna cum laude. Mia A. Marcarella, honors magna cum laude. Anastasia Hildegarda Macho, magna cum laude. Leo Malkin. Charles Cleary McGroarty, cum laude. Ariel Siobhan Vinacourt McKeeva, magna cum laude. Elise Grace Mitchell, honors, magna cum laude. Eleanor Chase Malman, summa cum laude. Nia I. Montgomery, cum laude. Madeline Elizabeth Nesbitt, magna cum laude. Hope Catherine Oster, honors, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Pate, summa cum laude. Jaden G. Perez, honors. Spencer Peterson. Andrea Mirshwava Ramirez Aguilar. Gina Ann Sembleni, magna cum laude. Michael Allen Schindelbeck. Sophia M. Seeger Pereira, magna cum laude. Simran Singh. Grayson Smith, honors, magna cum laude. Maggie Mae Smith, magna cum laude. Jacob Jude Snell, magna cum laude. Merritt Riley Stoltz, magna cum laude. Maya Claire Tilley. Joanna F. Tosheva, magna cum laude. Amelia Stilko Vates, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Walker, cum laude. Eleanor Catherine Walters, magna cum laude. Ethan Kun Jung Wang, summa cum laude. Levi Richard Welch, magna cum laude. Erica K. Wilson, the Department of Fine and Performing Arts. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science. Savannah M. Baker, cum laude. Selena Rose Barnett Cashman, cum laude. Diana Carreño. Cameron Alexis de la Cruz. Genevieve Marie Dominic, honors. Alexandre Bermudez Herrera, honors, cum laude. Emma Marie Humphreys. Bridget Ann Janos, magna cum laude. Brian James Kimakata, honors. Sydney Marie Leffler, honors, magna cum laude. Mercedes Lane Lieb. Luis Angel Martinez. Riley O. McCaffrey. Olivia Nazaruk, honors, cum laude. Lucia Sylvia Marquez Ramirez. Nika Yasmin Ranola. Anastasia D. Rusko. Demetra Spores, summa cum laude. Lydia Rose Stemler, honors, magna cum laude. Lauren M. Wall. Christopher Schuyler Wickersty. Kaylee Morgan Zach. Raina K. Zagrosi, the Department of Forensic Science. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Global and International Studies. Ashna Alex. Sean Richard Anderson, honors cum laude. Natasha Morgan Aranda, cum laude. Marina L. Barbara, honors magna cum laude. Joseph C. Bouch, magna cum laude. Mansi Ban. Johannes Baptiste Sar Bonaliki. Adelaide Sophia Bonovich. Anna Michelle Boring. Victoria E. Bronk, magna cum laude. Rico Broneman. Natalie Rose Birdsall, honors summa cum laude. Erin Jessica Bush, magna cum laude. Ronabel Comiso Castillo. Catherine Rose Cogetto. Bridget Marie Deasy, summa cum laude. Maura Kathleen Frank, honors summa cum laude. Seema Braca Griebel, magna cum laude. Morgan P. Impola, magna cum laude. Julia Grace Lefevers, magna cum laude. Alejandra Lopez. Adil Abdul Masra, cum laude. Ryan Tracy Paulson, cum laude. Amanda Perales, magna cum laude. Emily C. Phillips, cum laude. Kennedy Sophia Paulson, honors magna cum laude. Morgan Alexis Ransom. Ashley Ruiz. Diana Alexandra Salapata. Jacob S. Shell. Sophie Austin Sohara, cum laude. Madeline Mary Siegel. Melissa Renee Stigano, honors magna cum laude. Lila M. Stocking, summa cum laude. Nia Simone Sweet, cum laude. Lillian Marie Syme, magna cum laude. Michael Brian Tarasco, magna cum laude. Paulina Torres, cum laude. Sophia Vilchinska, magna cum laude. Rami Wei Lynn Woodruff, magna cum laude. Lavinia Zunino, magna cum laude. The Department of Global Studies.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in History, William Lee Alcock. Luke Samuel Avila, magna cum laude. Madeline Grace Berzon, summa cum laude. Emily A. Blanchard, summa cum laude. Camille Daniel Bosick, magna cum laude. Hayden Graham Brown. Isabella M. Demlow, summa cum laude. Jamie Keiko Durbick, honors. William J. Dumaris, magna cum laude. Sadie Elizabeth Emser. João Paulo Pisania Ferreira, cum laude. Owen Kent Fink, honors, magna cum laude. Isabel S. Fitzsimmons, magna cum laude. Clay Steenrod Haley, cum laude. Samantha Liberty Hamrick. Sophie L. Hohauser, cum laude. Amy Sylvia Urumchuk, summa cum laude. Edwin Robert Thomas Kubiak, magna cum laude. Anne Catherine Lemieux, honors, magna cum laude. Samantha Rose Lilly, cum laude. Ethan Patrick McGrady, honors, magna cum laude. Madeline Grace Matassaran. Eduardo Palma, magna cum laude. Jordan Nicole Pollitt, magna cum laude. Brendan Mast Reynolds, honors. Grace Elizabeth Ruane, magna cum laude. James E. Rubino, cum laude. Lawrence A. Rusano, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Schwartz, cum laude. Melina D. Teston, summa cum laude. Sarah Ann Walsh, cum laude. Mary Margaret Wiseman, cum laude. Jack Henry Wolfe, honors, summa cum laude. The Department of History. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Human Services, Maya Antoinette Gomez. Susanna Kim. Jacqueline Marie Magoon, cum laude. Peyton C. Mangan, cum laude. Katrina Alexi Mayo. Jacqueline Rivera. Rebecca Nicole Skedros, cum laude. Danielle Marie Sukup, magna cum laude. The Department of Human Services. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Math and Computer Science, Math Education and Statistics, Yamini Adusumili, cum laude. Maitin Akbari. Nicholas Patrick Barone, cum laude. Zoe L. Christensen, magna cum laude. Emily C. Dennis, magna cum laude. Eli Joseph Friedman. Richard Curtis Galbo. Rachel Nicole Gordon, honors, summa cum laude. Hannah Ray Herrick, honors, magna cum laude. Alexander Michael Keene, honors, cum laude. Jacob Paxton Moffett. Adolfo Medina, magna cum laude. Samantha Alexandria Miller, honors, magna cum laude. Paige Jomari Morton. Maria Hungtien Nguyen, magna cum laude. Eve Allegra Palmer, magna cum laude. Aldrich Trinidad Paris, magna cum laude. Kath Nancy Paul Arakia Prakish. Zaid Paraka. Corinne S. Stoik, summa cum laude. Danny Vega. Stephen Christopher Vosberg, magna cum laude. Elijah Bradley Jamal Wooten. The Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages and Literatures. Sarah Samantha Fuentes Lara, magna cum laude. Veronica Grace Garrick, cum laude. John Thomas Gillespie, summa cum laude. Milo J. Curran. Claire Ann O'Malley, magna cum laude. Jack Liam Powell, magna cum laude. Muniza Tariq. Emily Faith Zappian, cum laude. The Department of Modern Languages and Literatures. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. Paula Sofia Acosta, cum laude. Monish Basin, summa cum laude. Ryan Daniel Bono, magna cum laude. Johi Cho, cum laude. Cameron Alexis Garshon. Naomi Efrona Greenberg, summa cum laude. Aaron Noel Husong. Anna Rose LaMountain, honors cum laude. Isabella Faith Martinez, magna cum laude. Ashley Eileen McCullough. Raquel Avida Raby Newsom. Marco Gerard Sequeira, magna cum laude. Travis Stefanski. Maya Elisa Perez Strohmeyer, magna cum laude. Malone Casey Erfalian. Megan May Walsh, magna cum laude. The Department of Philosophy. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Noah Frederick Akins. Alia Akrush, cum laude. Alexandra Julianne Almanza Hernandez, magna cum laude. Riley Alpers, cum laude. Jonathan Pierce Amesquita, summa cum laude. Laura Clarissa Arnold. Gabriela Avila. Isla Babich. Adonia Ray Barbieri, magna cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Belly, cum laude. Allison Betlock, cum laude. Margaret Patricia Blomgren. Gabrielle Therese Castro, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Jade Cervantes, honors cum laude. Lauren Michelle Clements. Jillian Rose Cookerly Dietrich, summa cum laude. Rachel A. Del Bianco, magna cum laude. Madison Catherine Davis. Nicholas Arthur De Conchilis, magna cum laude. Julia Lee Dodson, magna cum laude. Samantha Guadalupe Dunas, magna cum laude. Dominique Megan Dunca, summa cum laude. Shannon M. Ellish, cum laude. Hannah Marie Imami, magna cum laude. Molly C. Fidlow, honors magna cum laude. Alexandra Madison Foley, summa cum laude. Nina Evelyn Ford, magna cum laude. David S. Garcia, cum laude. Ruby G. Garcia. Kevin Garcia. Mariana Gatz. Christian Ronnie Gianin, cum laude. Nina Ruth Gutierrez, cum laude. Owen Michael Haight. Brian Thomas Hamilton, magna cum laude. Holly Ann Harrison, summa cum laude. Miranda Elizabeth Herzog, honors cum laude. Gabriella R. Hoxie. Alan Wang. Holly Ann Hughes. Madeline Jackson, honors. Eliana Grace Jacobson, honors summa cum laude. Destiny Rose Jacques, magna cum laude. Dana Marie Johnson, magna cum laude. Nadia Salm Jefferson. Salem Gebremedin Kasey, cum laude. Nicholas Demetrios Katsambas. Riley Shea Kelly, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Louise Kloss. Lindsay Ann Crable, summa cum laude. Anna T. Cutter, honors summa cum laude. Sana Leby, summa cum laude. Hannah Lee Loges, honors cum laude. Nicholas C. Manaligood, cum laude. Josephine Marie Kunsalan Manlamos, honors cum laude. Rosara Martinez Leal. Devin Elizabeth Matthews. LaCondra Shalanta McCrae. Connor Riley McMahon, honors cum laude. Evan J. Means, cum laude. Andrea Marie Melarano, honors magna cum laude. Allison Elise Miller, honors, magna cum laude. Brittany Miller, magna cum laude. Leah Elizabeth Monguio, honors, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Montalvo. Julia S. Moreland. Hannah Allegra Mosher, cum laude. Catherine Murphy, cum laude. Maheen Naeem. Erin Marie O'Driscoll. Destiny E. Chinasa Onisi, honors, magna cum laude. Marilyn Ortega, magna cum laude. Qiuyen Ao, summa cum laude. Jenna M. Penega, summa cum laude. Peyton Clee Penea. Anna Marie Pastor. Sandra Morgan Levi. Andrew Pellerine. Hannah Price, magna cum laude. John Polton. Nicholas Joseph Quinley. Louisa Rangel. Jordan N. Robinson. Jose Angel Roman. Anna C. Rosario, summa cum laude. Jennifer Victoria Ruscheger. Ruby Tony Ruiz, cum laude. Charles David Rushin, cum laude. Daisha Russ. Zachary Miguel Sampson. Maria Soledad Sanchez Cayo, cum laude. Angelica Schneider, cum laude. Christopher Ryan Sessions. Mahika Shaw, cum laude. Olivia Lucille Simon, honors, magna cum laude. Willem Gorman Skegan. Kate Marie Soulier, honors, cum laude. Jackson Case Stolivier, cum laude. Jessica Adair Therian, summa cum laude. Ellery Jenkins Therio, magna cum laude. Kenneth Joseph Veland, honors, cum laude. Catherine Grace Walsh, cum laude. Amoje Amelia Wampa. Egypt Isis Watson, cum laude. Philip B. Welch. Abenaya Yasmin Wiggins. Lean Khaled Yassin, honors, cum laude. Skylar K. Zimney, magna cum laude. The Department of Political Science. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies and Theology. Peter George Azo, summa cum laude. Casey Joe Barrett. Mackenzie Faith Cronin, cum laude. Mara Margaret Graham. Alexander Warren King, honors, summa cum laude. Sarah Ann Levanway, summa cum laude. Emma Caroline Mitchell, honors cum laude. Madeline Nicole Orlando, honors cum laude. Scholastica Way, magna cum laude. The Department of Religious Studies and Theology. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Sociology and Anthropology. Ariba Shujith Ali. Ariana Amini, honors magna cum laude. Sophia Faith Bardelli, magna cum laude. Leave Margaret Kaur Idukat, summa cum laude. Sean Joseph Enright, cum laude. Sarah Bidalgan Gabeyu. Sumaya Amtul Hamid, cum laude. Braylon Anjanae Hampton Bay. Sadari A. Heatherly, summa cum laude. Caitlin Riley Jones, summa cum laude. Margaret May Jones, summa cum laude. Julio Cesar Lopez Jr. Aziza Malo. Amelia Marconi. Jacqueline Martinez. Lauren Julie Mendoza, summa cum laude. Reina Moreno, magna cum laude. Mallory R. O'Connor, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Peck, cum laude. Sasha Guadalupe Perez Ramirez, cum laude. Grant David Radel, magna cum laude. Nathan Alex Richardson. Sarah Sky Roman Casada. Marielle Erzema Ruelis, cum laude. Sydney Marie Shipe, cum laude. Himini Soni, honors magna cum laude. Nikita S. Shriji Raju. Kayla Monet Swint. Chelsea Tirado, summa cum laude. Maya M. Volok, magna cum laude. Dekezian Marcella Woods, honors magna cum laude. Audrey Marie Woodward, summa cum laude. Batul Madiha Yenis. Christian Noel Yeomans. The Department of Sociology. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Women's Studies and Gender Studies. Grace E. Cotter, cum laude. Sophia Littlefield Delmares, magna cum laude. Tessa Kathleen Spooner, magna cum laude. Paloma Unda Charval, magna cum laude. Grace K. Yanda, magna cum laude. The Department of Women's Studies and Gender Studies.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you the class of 2022. Please be seated again. Following the closing blessing, please join the graduates for a reception in the West Quad. We ask that for now, you remain in your seats until all the graduates have exited the auditorium. It is now my privilege to invite Dr. Joanne Rooney, President of Loyola University Chicago, to the podium, who will offer a few remarks and a final blessing.
Members of the class of 2022, it has been a very long, unexpected road. Everything you thought you knew or did know about your college education was completely upended in the matter of just a few days. Yet, you did it. You have graduated. Come on, everyone, join me one more time in giving these graduates a round of applause. Each of us, at various times throughout our lives, both sit upon the shoulders and follow in the footsteps of others who came before us. Just over 500 years ago, St. Ignatius of Loyola and a small group of colleagues made a pledge to each other. They vowed to study, work, and pray together. They pledged to propagate a faith that melded spirituality with deep inquiry, fostering that dynamic tension between formation of the mind academically with formation of deep spirituality and trust in God. When they founded the Society of Jesus and its educational mission and method, they did so in a spirit of intellectual and cultural openness that fundamentally shifted Christianity in Western culture. The Jesuits did not promote a blind, unquestioning faith. Their revolutionary approach blended spiritual and educational methods that opened hearts and minds to art and to science, to reason and to rhetoric. Through deep inquiry, observation, debate, and discourse, they looked for God, God in all things, and they did all of this in service to others. Ignatius and the Jesuits created a system of education that integrated study and research, rigor and compassion, contemplation and conversation, but all with active engagement among the people, societies, and cultures around them. In short, the Jesuits moved beyond the secure walls of the monastery to fearlessly engage with the world around them, to advance change, and to lift up those who suffer. Today, that same mission is entrusted to you and embodied in you. Graduates, you are challenged to act. Going to the margins of our society in service to the poor and underserved, and expanding the frontiers of knowledge to support that same service. You have embraced your Jesuit education not simply as a way to distinguish yourselves in a career, but as a way to learn, to lead, and to serve in your place and time in this world. On its face, this idea of service may seem straightforward and even uncomplicated. It is not. I was reminded of this recently in a Western civilization class that I attended, taught by our own Professor Buchholz. Civilization, civilized society is at its core about community, about greetings and sympathy. As members of a community, we must be willing to reach deep within ourselves to engage with each other, not just via a video or a text, but face to face, human connection to human connection. It is receiving each other and acting on a personal level, the smile, the nod, the acknowledgement, the embrace. But along with greeting, we must also show sympathy, or a better description, true empathy. Committing ourselves to seeing each other, appreciating each other, understanding each other, and showing compassion and care. It is only then that we could be of real service, walking alongside and accompanying those in need. Recently, Pope Francis was much more direct, dare I say blunt, in his assessment, calling on each of us to put aside consumerism and self-centered desires to serve others. In a recent homily celebrating Mass for the World Day of the Poor, he stated, "Let us not waste our lives thinking only of ourselves, indifferent to others, or deluding ourselves into thinking peace and security. Instead," he said, "we must look reality in the face and avoid the infection of indifference." The infection of indifference. As we emerge from the relative isolation of the pandemic, we are often struck and even consumed by all the sorrows, lessons, and losses we have endured over the past few years, even though we cannot undo the past. We can also become anxious and even overwhelmed when we focus on the future and all that we need to do to address the urgent issues in our neighborhoods, communities, and across the world. But also, we cannot dictate the details of tomorrow. Learn from the past, yes. Contemplate the future, of course. However, equally important, what we must do is be present in the moment. I urge you to regularly pause and engage with the present. Offer greetings and express empathy. Appreciate the beauty that surrounds us, the warmth of the sun, the uplifting sound of laughter, the vibrant colors of new spring growth, the melodies of joyous music, the smile of a child, the poignant stories of an elder. My sincere prayer for each of you is that your Jesuit education affords you protection against the infection of indifference, that you continue to explore, grow, and learn, moving toward a hope-filled future, serving where the need is the greatest, that you stay connected to the present, nourishing the good in your lives with love and optimism, sharing greetings and expressing sympathy. In these ways, you will be the difference and make the difference in all you do. As I close, I would like to offer one final gesture of respect, admiration, and gratitude to each one of you. Graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences at Loyola University, Chicago. I tip my hat to you in congratulations. Graduates, we will ask that you stay seated just for another few moments. But everyone else, please stand if you are able and extend your hand over our graduates for a final blessing. The blessing is located on the last page of the program and will be displayed on the screens. I ask that you please join me. May God bless you and sustain you on this, your graduation day. May the Creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. May the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen. And congratulations, graduates.